Well, that's about as funny as it gets. And joining us, Congressman Matt Gaetz, member of the House Judiciary and Armed Services Committees. Great to have you with us. That is hilarious. And for Schiff to be able to stand up and even pretend to be outraged at the phone call between Zelensky and President Trump, it's laughable. It is absolutely laughable.
It is just as laughable as the notion that somehow this Ukraine transcript is what has brought Democrats to the point of impeachment. Democrats were going to impeach Donald Trump the moment that they knew that they were taking the majority in the Congress. And what's so frustrating is that they are always accusing us of the stuff they are doing. The Russia collusion hoax was not the crime. It was the cover-up for the fact that the DNC and elements of the Clinton campaign were trying to pay Russians to tell lies about Donald Trump. The entire obstruction of justice narrative was really all about the work the deep state has done to obstruct the work Republicans in Congress were doing to expose their crimes. And now the Ukraine deal is all because they know that Joe Biden and Hunter Biden are going to have real problems explaining why Hunter Biden was making $50,000 a month from a foreign company. Now, I don't think that regular Americans believe that Hunter Biden legitimately earned that money.
Well, as a regular American myself, I think the idea that a CIA officer is a whistleblower is absolutely on its face preposterous. What in the world are we watching here? Someone unknown still has changed the requirements of the whistleblower statute for direct knowledge. Andy McCarthy telling us very clearly through and Catherine Herridge reporting that this may mean that the whistleblower is not only not a whistleblower, as most I think suspect already, but has no standing, irrespective of whether they change the damn form or not.
Well, you would not be able to get the so-called evidence from this whistleblower admitted into a court of law. So how are we supposed to use it as the basis to impeach a president of the United States and really that's an attack on the voters. That is undoing the will of the voters in a pretty undemocratic way. And so I would think that we need to do precisely what John Solomon suggested in the last segment. Republicans need to start holding minority hearings. We need to put together our own select committee and bring out the evidence, because during the Russia investigation, the Democrats learned a very valuable lesson. The more they allow Republicans to examine the evidence, the worse the case gets for them. And so they are right now on a super highway to impeachment with no stop signs. And what we need to do is really analyze this evidence, unpack who this whistleblower is, what their claims really are. And my suspicion is we will see this as precisely the house of cards that the Russia hoax was. It's just a knockoff Ukrainian sequel.
Yeah, I don't see how any part of it you can take seriously. I don't understand why the Republican conference isn't just absolutely outraged at what is going on, because it is so clear that this is a joke from front to back, from top to bottom. Whether you're talking about the pretext for it, the narrative that was spun up by the CIA officer. Are you kidding me, Congressman? CIA officers spying on the president, spying on Americans in America? Isn't there a little problem with that?
Well, they weren't even spying directly. They were apparently spying on the water cooler conversation because they weren't actually privy to any firsthand discussions.
They're purporting to
now
do
all
so.
of the American people are. Right, but it's just like, this is how the deep state operates. They get each other all spun up with their little theories and their little attacks on the institution of the presidency, and then there are these bombastic initial claims. Oh, Trump is a Russian agent. Trump pressured the Ukrainians. Well, then you learn the Russian agent thing was a joke.
I don't believe for a moment they're spinning each other up. This is a plot. This is an outright, premeditated effort to subvert and overthrow the President of the United States. My God, it's what was going on against President Trump as a candidate. Then it was, the special counsel, Spygate itself, as president, and now this, because the little darlings are in the minds of some in the national media, they're disappointed. I don't think they're disappointed at all. I think they're unrelenting anti-Trump, anti-democratic government in this country.
Well, and you can show how unrelenting they are when you expose the lack of shame. When the fact that the Russia hoax was exposed for what it was, there was no apology. They just literally went to the country next door in the Ukraine to try to create some new magical opportunity for them to delegitimize the presidency. And look, we had fun making that video, Lou, but there is nothing funny about the fact that Democrats in Congress are undermining our country when President Trump is trying to get more fair trade deals. He's trying to denuclearize the Korean Peninsula. He's trying to stave off war with Iran. We require a strong president and a strong presidency to do those things.
Then I hope that the Republican conference will this time muster the sufficient energy and outrage to do something about it. There must be a countervailing force against these acts of evil, and that's up, as you well know, to your conference. Congressman, great to see you. Thanks so much. Congressman Matt Gaetz, and again, thanks for that terrific video.